Ladies and gentlemen, it's 6 p.m. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This meeting is officially called to order. Roll call, please.
Trustee Eves. Trustee Lilly.
Present.
Trustee Dunlap.
Present.
Trustee Blakey.
Present.
Trustee Clark. Trustee Marshall.
Present.
Is there anyone here tonight that is interested in addressing the board? If so, you may step forward now. All right. If not, is there a motion to approve minutes dated October 10th, 2023?
Motion.
Motion by Lilly. Is it supported? Supported by Dunlap. Roll call.
Lilly.
Yes.
Dunlap.
Yes.
Blakey.
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
That motion carries. We'll now move on to our standing committee reports, beginning with Trustee Dunlap.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My report is our Public Works Department is going to start doing patching on all of the village streets. They'll be going up and down. If there's a pothole or anything that needs to be patched, they will start that next week. The speed bumps will be coming up at the end of the month. And December 1st, we are having a tree lighting, Adopt a Christmas Tree. There are pamphlets out in the hall. You can adopt a tree. It'll be at Liberty Park. You go and you decorate it, and the tree lighting will be on December 1st. There'll also be a food truck and hot chocolate and caroling and all that evening. And that's my report, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Economic Development, Trustee Blakey.
Thank you very much, Madam Mayor. Just a few things in economic development. As you see, Body and Mind on the corner of Lynwood Dyer Road and Torrance continues to move forward. All of their walls are up, and they'll be working on the interior very soon. Dunkin' Donuts is still waiting on the IDOT approval prior to moving forward, so we're hoping that that will be completed soon. And we continue, we being myself, Mayor Curry, and Kim Switterick, continue to meet weekly with Aaron Farmer, who is the retail coach who we partnered with last year. And what he is doing for the village is he is referring to us and referring the village to retailers that would be interested in coming to the village to set up shop and host their businesses here. He is also creating a web page for our website that will host all of the information that a developer would want to know when they come to the village of Lynwood. This is a critical component that has been needed and will be satisfied as soon as he completes the information. He's been given all the information that he has needed, that he's requested from Mayor Curry, and so we're just waiting to get the final web page back from him. And that's all I have for economic development. Can I move on to community affairs?
Yes.
Thank you very much. It is time for our annual fall decorating contest. If anyone is interested in that, we're going to do the same thing as we've done over the last 2 years, and that is email me directly with your name, your contact information, and your address, and then we will go out and make sure that you are included in the contest. The contest winners will be notified at one of these village board meetings. On October 17th, the Sunnybrook District 171 at Nathan Hale School hosted its first of its kind Nigerian Heritage event. The event was well attended. Mayor Curry actually won the Nigerian basket. This is an event that is in response to the school's intentional approach to celebrating all the cultures that exist in the school. The Nigerian population is a growing population in Nathan Hale School, and that is why they hosted this first of its kind event. We were very pleased to be there. I was very pleased of how well it was run and how well the children appreciated the opportunity. Next month at the Sunnybrook District 171, they will host a truth and taxation hearing in preparation of a 2023 tax levy that's going to exceed $5,000. Anytime you have a tax levy by a school board that is going to exceed $5,000, you have to have one of these hearings. We will put out the date of that hearing as soon as it is made available to us, but it's definitely going to be next month in November. October 26th will conclude the first quarter for the Sunnybrook School District, and the parent-teacher conferences will be on November the 9th. The next school board meeting at Sunnybrook will be on November 20th. The next school board meeting for Sandridge School Board is going to be on November 16th. And then we have some dates that are of importance, not only for this month, but also for November and December. This month, as you know, is October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. My colleague, Trustee Marshall, is offered at our last meeting, he offered for any female that is in the village of Lynwood that does not have insurance, he is offered to pay for a screening. This is something that is very dear to his heart, something that I wholeheartedly support and our whole board supports. And so if you know of any women in the village of Lynwood who do not have insurance, but they desire to have breast cancer screening, please email or contact Trustee Marshall directly, and we will take care, and Trustee Marshall will take care of all of the costs associated with that. Also on November the 1st, we're going to have our annual town hall meeting. We would encourage everybody to attend the town hall meeting from 5:30 to 7:30. It's going to be at Lencioni's this year as opposed to the Ho-Chunk location. This is an opportunity for you to hear from not only all of the village board trustees and the village board itself, but also from all of our department heads about improvements that have been made over the course of the last year in the specific departments that are represented. On November 9th, there will be a veterans luncheon from noon to 2 p.m. That will be at Lencioni's as well. And then November 13th, we are going to host Leading in Crisis at the Lynwood Library. That is right now a opportunity that is going to take place for all of the village board members and all of the department heads. If there is room, we will open it up to the public, but if there is room, there will only probably be in excess of about maybe 10 to 12 additional seats, maybe 15 additional seats, and we will let you know. This came out of our attendance at IML, the Illinois Municipal League. We attended a conference call, a workshop, I should say, called Leading in Crisis. These are the individuals from Highland Park who experienced the shooting there at one of their parades last year. They talked about all of the different nuances that they learned during that particular time, and they're willing to share that with different villages. Our chief reached out to them, as well as our mayor reached out to them, and they've happily agreed to come to the village of Lynwood specifically to provide this information so that we can ask questions specific to our village and be prepared in the event that such a situation happens. On December 1st, we're going to have our holiday lights kickoff as Trustee Dunlap. Wow. As Trustee Dunlap, sorry about that. As Trustee Dunlap communicated, it's going to be at Liberty Park at from 5:30 to 7:30. We'd like for everyone to attend that. And then also on December 14th, there's going to be a gingerbread bingo here in Village Hall from noon until 2 p.m. And that's all I have now.
Thank you. Planning and Zoning, Trustee Lilly.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Good evening, everyone. I have no report for planning and zoning. May I move on to ordinances and resolutions?
Yes.
All right. What I have, I'm seeking a motion on is a second read action taken, resolution number 23-31, a resolution for participation in the State of Illinois Federal Surplus Property Program.
There's a motion. Is it supported?
Supported.
Motion by Lilly, supported by Dunlap. Attorney Grasky.
Yeah, this resolution is just simply for the village to participate in the federal surplus property program. It's my understanding that our fire chief brought this to the attention of the village for participation. There's no cost or liability to the village, but it presents an opportunity to obtain some surplus property from the federal government. That's it.
Thank you. Roll call.
Lily,
Yes.
Dunlap,
Yes.
Blakey,
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
That motion carries.
This concludes my report, Madam Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll now move on to finance. Trustee Marshall will be filling in tonight.
Yes, thank you, Madam Mayor. Looking for a motion to approve bill payment memo 1483 in the total amount of $542,949.22, in which includes payroll for the period of 10/1 through 10/14 in the amount of $168,346.16.
There's a motion. Is it supported?
Supported.
Motion by Marshall, supported by Dunlap. Roll call.
Lily,
Yes.
Dunlap,
Yes.
Blakey,
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
That motion carries.
Also, I'm looking for a motion to waive first and second read action taken on Resolution 23-33, a resolution regarding the estimated amounts necessary to be levied by the Village of Lynwood for the fiscal year commencing May 1st, 2023, and ending April 30th, 2024.
There's a motion. Is it supported?
Supported.
Motion by Marshall, supported by Lilly. Attorney Grodzki.
This is a resolution, as Trustee Marshall said, regarding the estimated amounts to be levied by the village. This is put forth to the board pursuant to statute, and the timing of which is lined up so that at the November, December meetings, the levied amounts that are actually proposed, rather than the estimated amounts, get set at those meetings.
Thank you.
Yep.
Roll call.
Lily,
Yes.
Dunlap,
Yes.
Blakey,
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
That motion carries.
That's all I have for finance, Madam Mayor. May I move on to my committee, Public Safety?
Yes.
Thank you. I'm looking for a motion for second read, action taken on ordinance number 23-32, a resolution authorizing an intergovernmental agreement for participation in the mutual aid box alarm system.
There's a motion. Is it supported?
Supported.
Motion by Marshall, supported by Dunlap. Counsel?
MABAS, M-A-B-A-S, is a multi-state organization and multi-jurisdictional organization that coordinates responses to fires and emergency calls. And this resolution, or ordinance rather, seeks the approval of the Board of Trustees to enter into the agreement. And to have the village go ahead and execute it. That's it.
Thank you. Roll call.
Lily,
Yes.
Dunlap,
Yes.
Blakey,
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
That motion carries.
Also looking for a motion to waive first, second read, action taken, a motion to approve the revised transfer and waiver of liability agreement.
Motion by Marshall. Is it supported?
Supported.
Motion by Marshall, supported by Dunlap. Counsel?
Yes, this was before you previously with respect to the transfer of the former police dog. The revised liability agreement that's before you just revises some of the insurance specifications pursuant to discussion between village's attorney and the attorney for the dog owner.
Roll call.
Lily,
Yes.
Dunlap,
Yes.
Blakey,
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
That motion carries.
Looking for a motion to approve Kayvon Karimi as full-time police officer for the Village of Lynwood, retroactive to September 20th, 2023.
There's a motion. Is it supported?
Supported.
Motion by Marshall, supported by Lilly. Roll call.
Lily,
Yes.
Dunlap,
Yes.
Blakey,
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
That motion carries.
Last motion to approve, looking for a motion to approve Jason Kimbrough as a full-time police officer for the Village of Lynwood, retroactive to September 20th, 2023.
There's a motion. Is it supported?
Supported.
Motion by Marshall, supported by Dunlap. Roll call.
Lily,
Yes.
Dunlap,
Yes.
Blakey,
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
That motion carries.
That's all I have, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. We'll now move on to our department heads, starting with Chief Thomas.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Our stats for the last 2 weeks, 98 traffic stops, 11 arrests, 2 guns recovered, 10 business checks, 17 domestic incidents, 59 citations issued, 31 of those are ordinance violations, and a total of 434 calls for service. The Lynwood Police Department has assembled a task force, Operation Safe Trick or Treat. So we met today, and we'll be in this task force will be in operation until the end of our trick or treat hours. We did an audit of all of our sex offenders and violent offenders against children. So the task force has set out to meet in person each of those individuals. So our sex offenders, our violent offenders against youth, they have been met by us, and they will continue to be met by us throughout the week. They have been given a copy of the law, which prohibits them from trick-or-treating, from participating in any of the holiday events, from wearing a costume. They can't turn on their porch lights at their residence. They can't hand out candy. And as extra precaution, there will be additional policing for our Halloween hours, which the Halloween hours are from 4 o'clock p.m. until 7 o'clock p.m. On the 31st. So the task force will be in hand, and we are taking these preventive measures to ensure that our children in this village will have a safe trick-or-treat. On the 18th, Mayor Curry and the police command staff was at the new Domestic Violence Survivor Center presented by our Cook County Circuit Court Clerk, Iris Martinez. It was a lovely event. This is an event where they launched this new center for our domestic violence prevention, and is for our victims. So if you are a victim of domestic violence and you are seeking some help, this is a one-stop shop. So there's counseling there. There will be people who will show you how to walk through order protections, for an example. If you're uncertain of how to report an incident, if you're looking for an escape, shelter, one-stop shop. It's held in the basement area of Markham Courthouse. Most of us have had a traffic citation before, so it's right by the traffic courtroom. If you've been there before, you can't miss it if you go there. And we encourage you, there's a lot of domestic victims who don't know how to outcry, all right? And you live in these situations. This is a center where your privacy will be upheld, and we just encourage you. If you're out there and you don't know how to outcry, you're afraid to come to the police, this is just another advocate hand that works with law enforcement, if you will have, but there's certainly some help there. I'm proud of what happened. I believe Mayor Curry was impressed as well about what this center entails for the Southland area, Cook County area. Also, we want to remind our veterans, and those of you who support our veterans, I'm certain we all do, that we have a luncheon at Lisione on November 9th from 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock p.m. We encourage all of our veterans to come out. We want to celebrate you. We want you to know we love you. We honor your service, and this is a day for you. So come out. It's lunch on us, so there'll be some giveaways and some other things for you. We want to thank Home Depot, who donated $960 worth of material for our gun range. We appreciate it. We have our gun range not only service us, we also allow local agencies to use it. So as respect to what Trustee Blakely was talking about earlier, it's imperative that we stay tuned in on this. I mean, this is just not that officers want to use firearms, but certainly this is an era of uncertainty. This is post 9/11, as we always speak of. So we want you to know that we are continuously training to protect you as our citizens, and we want to thank Home Depot for that. Also, Wilson conducted a presentation at Sandwich School today regarding bullying, drug use, and violence. So early intervention is what we advocate with our youth. I want to thank him for what he did today. Great response from teachers as well as the administrative staff over there. And finally, Our food and toy drive is approaching. Want to give a special thanks to Carlisle's for donating 25 turkeys. We are still looking for donations. We are still looking for those who want to help needy people, help our needy families throughout the community during this time. If you are willing to donate during this holiday season, you can email us directly at police@villageoflynwood.net. Again, that's police@villageoflynwood.net, and we will accept your donations and we would acknowledge you for them. And thank you, Mayor. That ends my report.
Thank you. Chief Alston.
Good evening, Madam Mayor.
Good evening.
Stats for the fire department, 31 ambulance calls, 1 gas leak, 1 accident without injuries, 3 assist the invalids, 4 fire alarm and smoke detector malfunctions. Service 40 calls for the last 2 weeks. The fire department would like to thank the residents, the village officials, and the other guests that came out to the fire department's open house last Saturday on the 14th. We had a great show out to show the staff at the firehouse, show the equipment. It was a positive event. We got a lot of good feedback from it. Looking forward to making it bigger and better for next year. We would also like to thank Safari Life and Sand Ridge School for allowing the fire department to come out during Fire Prevention Week, which was the week of October 7th through the 14th, to talk about fire safety to actually the preschoolers. We did the stop, drop, and roll, and over at the school we talked to K through 8 at the high school. But we'd like to thank them for letting us come out and taking 2 hours out of their day to bring the fire truck out for Safari Life, and then same thing for Sand Ridge. And that ends my report.
Public Works Superintendent Lieber.
Good evening, Madam Mayor. I had no water main breaks to report since the last board meeting. Just a couple reminders. The chipper went out this week. It went through the entire town already, but it is still out because we started fall tree trimming. So just a reminder of that. If our chipper truck goes down the edge and your tree touches the truck, we just trim it up so the plow's got a good passage. And then we also go around on the sidewalk side. So that's out, and there's only 2 more weeks of chipping, November 6th and 20th. Just a heads up on that. And as Trustee Dunlap touched on earlier, speed bumps will be up next week, and an asphalt truck will be out going through town. And the good reminder, November 15th, water bills. Just a heads up. That ends my report.
Thank you. Village Engineer, Mr. Schilling.
Thank you, Mayor. Speaking of water, the Village of Lynwood has 3 water tanks. The 2 elevated tanks are water towers, and then the 3rd ground storage tank, which is a pumping station by the airport. We had previously done inspections on the 2 water towers. You can tell by looking at them that they do need a coat of paint. There's also some other items that need to be fixed on them. We were waiting for to be able to schedule an inspection of the ground storage tank, which was done a couple days ago. We should be getting that report very soon. Once we know the full scope of work needed on all 3 tanks, we can start aggressively looking for funding to get those repaired and painted. That concludes my report.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Finance, Mrs. Switterick.
Thank you, Mayor. I have no report.
Did we hear you? Yeah. Oh, we didn't hear you.
Thank you, Mayor. I have no report.
Oh, okay.
Mayor, before we go, can I ask Dave a question real quick?
Sure you can.
Dave, I have a quick question for you. In terms of the painting of those water towers, is that something that you all do, or does Public Works do that, or do we have to contract out? How does that get done?
It's a contractor. Yeah, you would, just like any other major construction project, it costs a lot more than you would think it would be just for painting. But yeah, it would be a design, bid, build type arrangement.
And so your responsibility is just to do the inspection?
We would prepare the specifications and the cost estimate, all the bid documents for the contractor to bid on.
I
And
see.
then, yes, we do have certified paint inspectors on staff that would do the inspection.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Mayor.
You're welcome. Building, Ms. Hurley?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. The number of permits issued from October 11th, 2023 to October 24th, 2023 is a total of 28 permits, valued at $10,609.57. Permit fees with a valuation of $297,068. If you have any questions for the building department, have any concerns about a contractor or a permit or the permit process, give us a call at 708-758-6101. Hit option 4 and you'll reach the building department. And that is my report.
Thank you. Council?
No report.
Madam Clerk?
Yes, I have one report. I basically am going to swear in our new officers.
Starting with Officer Karini.
We can hear you, your voice carries.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Kayvon Kareem,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the
of
Constitution
the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the
of
Constitution
the State of Illinois,
of the State of
and
Illinois,
that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully
the
discharge
duties of
the duties
the
of
office of
the office of
full-time police officer
full-time police
for the
officer
village of Lynwood,
for the village of Lynwood,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations again.
Only give you the.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
And now we'll have Officer Kimbrough.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. I state your name.
Jason Kimbrough.
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
to support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of Illinois,
State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully
the
discharge
duties of the office of
the office of
full-time police officer
full-time police
for the
officer
village of Lynwood,
for the village of Lynwood,
according to the best of my
according
ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Madam Mayor, if I can add in, just for the record, so everybody know, both of these officers are returning back home to us.
Yes.
The officers here before, they're coming back, because they realize this is the real home.
All right. Hey, good to have you guys back. Appreciate you.
And they are already out the door to protect and serve.
That concludes my report.
Thank you. I am asking for a motion to approve the cancellation of board meetings scheduled for November 28th, 2023, and December 26th, 2023, due to the holidays.
Supported.
Motion by Marshall, supported by Lily. Roll call.
Lily,
Yes.
Dunlap,
Yes.
Blakey,
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
That motion carries. I want to just share a couple of things. First, I want to offer my condolences on behalf of the Village of Lynwood to Melanie and Bremen Campbell, Many of you may have seen them on the news. They were searching for their adult son. They have since found him deceased. And so there will be a service that is scheduled for him next Friday at 10 a.m. If anyone is interested in coming out and supporting your fellow Lynwoodians, please call up to Village Hall and we'll share the information. Many of you know Mel. She is always volunteering at Village Hall or our many events, and so we were very saddened to hear about his passing. Yesterday, I attended a property tax summit out in Lynwood. It was centered around some of the challenges that municipalities are experiencing with property taxes, primarily valuation and the delay in receiving property taxes. You as residents may not know, for us, a huge challenge has been the delay in property taxes because obviously the village uses those funds to live off of. And so for the second time in a row, there has been a 2-month delay in receiving those taxes. And so we were able to speak to Cook County Assessor Fritz Kagi as well as one of the commissioners from the Board of Review and just share our frustrations and concerns, and they asked a lot of questions, took a lot of notes, and scheduled some follow-ups, so I will continue to share as I hear more from them. I will also let you know that Fritz has agreed to come out to our town hall meeting. So if you have questions or concerns around your property taxes, Fritz and his team will be there. It's the perfect time for you to ask. I am excited to share with this board, department heads, and our residents that the Village of Lynwood has been selected, and I don't think I told you this, Dave Schilling or Brittany, Build Up Cook. We are one of the municipalities that will be on the receiving end of a Build Up Cook. Superintendent Liebiter and Superintendent Garcia, as well as Bianca, and I participated in a call with them, and to our surprise, we didn't apply for this, they came to us. And this is an opportunity for us to leverage additional funds that the county has access to, and the primary focus is municipal owned properties. So we talked about the need for a new municipal campus, if not a new municipal campus, the need to really take care of our existing buildings, from new roofs to new flooring to electrical work. We talked about new lights, more lights in our parking lots, taking care of our parks, perhaps building a field house. And so there's a process that we will go through with them that will lead to an intergovernmental agreement. And the goal for them is to have whatever projects are approved under construction in 2025. So that's a huge win for the Village of Lynwood. This is in addition to the $250,000 grant that we were approved for. So we are hoping that in this next year or two, you will see some major changes to our municipal properties. And I said this in an earlier meeting, and I want to make sure I acknowledge Superintendent Liebiter as well as Superintendent Garcia, because on these calls, they have such great historical context and a keen understanding of the needs of our village from an infrastructure perspective to just from being a resident and with Superintendent Liebiter having grown up here in Lynwood. So this is how we are able to present a compelling story for why Lynwood and what our needs are, and favor is upon us. So we will continue to share more information. And that is all I have. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So move.
Motion by Marshall, supported by Lily. Roll call.
Lily,
Yes.
Dunlap,
Yes.
Blakey,
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
That motion carries. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you all for coming out tonight.
6:35.